What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Rabbit Trails. If you missed Gage's epic scream to get ready for this episode, he did it beforehand, and that's why I'm laughing.
Dude,
And
this recording software, you start recording and it waits 6 seconds, 6 entire seconds. And what a strange number to pick. So
Yeah.
I was slapping my face at 3 and screamed after. And then I literally was so disoriented because I slapped my face and then I screamed and then you were laughing. But after I slapped my face, I guess my AirPods felt me slapping my face, and so it started playing the Moon Knight theme that I was listening to earlier. So it was just like, and you were laughing, and I was like, "Oh my freaking gosh, what is happening right now?" I thought I was about to suit up right now.
Yeah, you're about to become Moon Knight.
Yeah, I thought I was about to become
Khonshu's
Moon
avatar.
Knight. Yeah, I was Khonshu's avatar. I was saying that today. I was like, because I watched Moon Knight this morning before I went to work. We're doing
It was fantastic.
Amazing best episode. I was so happy that you texted me that because I also thought it was the best episode so far, but I didn't know if it would be your favorite episode.
100%.
So
we haven't talked about Moon Knight.
We haven't really talked about
Moon Knight on this podcast because, I mean, it's
not over yet.
It's harder to well, yeah, that, and it's harder to, I guess, go talk about a series week by week.
Yeah,
I feel like that kind of gets
old.
Yeah, this episode in particular, if you haven't seen Moon Knight, I would definitely go watch it because this episode
5, Asylum.
This episode left a moon print on my butt cheeks.
Yeah, there's an eclipse on his butt cheeks.
Yeah.
And yeah, I watched it this morning and then I watched it at dinner. I watched it again because I was like, I gotta watch this again because it was. Granted, it was better the first time I watched it because it was new, you know. But yeah, I just I loved that. But anyways, I was telling. I can't remember how I got there, but I asked one of my bosses actually, Denise. I was like, "You watching Moon Knight?" I think she asked what we were talking about, and she was like, what is that?" And I was like, "It's the newest Marvel show. He's he's an avatar of an Egyptian god, you know, and he does the bidding of the Egyptian god,
simple
Khonshu."
stuff.
And she was like, "No," and I was like, "It's you know." I was like, I'm basically, I can't remember how I got there, but I was like, I'm an avatar of an Egyptian god. I was like, I'm basically Khonshu's avatar. And she was like, oh, she was kind of playing along with it. She was like, "Oh, have you ever heard of Jesus? You know?" And I said, "Yeah, he was just another one of the avatars. He was a really good one. Really left an impression." And everyone was like, "Okay, that's not funny anymore."
He was honestly one of the top ones.
He's honestly one of the GOAT avatars, honestly.
he was actually the avatar of God, who was
actually the avatar of God.
Who was the Egyptian lord of the Egyptian lords, and then lords of other lords. But he was the only one, and then the other ones were made up. So
honestly, not too off kilter because it's he was. Yeah,
you could just talk your way into that one.
Yeah, you could absolutely do that. Sure, maybe it's a little off, you know, but at
just
the same time, maybe it's not.
Also, yes, that is true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to, before we get into the Moon Knight stuff, because I want to give people time to watch it. So pause it or just watch it while you listen to this bit, and then if then come back and watch it.
Well, by this episode, the finale will have dropped, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, that's right, because it's going to be a week. That's right. Yeah. Everyone has already a whole week to see it. So go ahead and do that.
So frick you.
Before we get into that, yes, frick you very much. Very, very much. Before we get into it, you just okay. Are you feeling motivated right now, Gage? Do you feel maybe you need some motivation or a little pick me up, words of encouragement maybe? Do you feel like you could use that?
Yes. I mean,
yes. No, hey, you gotta say yes.
Oh, sorry. So can you go again? Sorry, you didn't inform me of this before we started, so I didn't know.
From the top?
Okay, yeah. No, go ahead.
Okay. Gage, do you
Man,
need
I'm feeling
like?
really unmotivated.
Okay. No, you have to let. Okay, you have to let me say it. Okay.
I'm motivated.
Okay, I figured I would read us off some inspirational quotes and see
Okay.
if it gets us motivated.
Inspirational quotage. Let's go.
Because I've been getting a on my when I scroll through my YouTube, I
Yeah.
get a I guess it's kind of like a recommended type
Mm-hmm.
thing. Not like videos, right? But like the picture posts that YouTube does now.
Like
Uh
ads.
kind of like ads for channels, I guess. But like
Dude,
there's
I've
one
seen
in
some crazy ads on my YouTube feed.
I lately I've been getting this inspirational one that isn't inspirational, right?
Okay.
It's the most disgusting stuff that I've possibly ever seen. One
Hmm.
in particular, I don't even remember like the name of the channel that because I don't want to, but
Hmm.
one had stated that if you want to drive a Bentley or a Rolls Royce or a Lamborghini, stop taking advice from people who own Toyotas.
That is
And then
so funny, dude.
this,
I can't even believe that's real.
which
I
makes
can,
no
but oh
sense,
my
which
gosh,
doesn't make
dude.
which doesn't make any sense because also like Elon Musk also does not drive any of those cars.
I don't regularly see a Bentley, so I would have a really hard time getting advice. Like some dude's like, "Hey, well, I think you, what kind of car do you drive? Because if it's not a
Kia,
Bentley, you need to shut the frick up right now because I'm not taking your advice." No,
yeah.
he gives you this whole spiel. He gives you like some really really good advice, and you're like, "Oh, that's all. Yeah, that's all well and good. Is that just random? What kind of car do you drive?" And he's like, it's a
Kia.
Toyota Camry. You know, it's like 2021. It's actually really nice. It's got the new Camry. I'm like, let me stop you right there
Your advice
because
is invalid now.
I'm not gonna take the advice you just gave me. I'm gonna leave it.
He just
Uh,
immediately starts throwing up.
I'm not taking. I'm not taking
Toyota.
that. I can't take that because I want a Bentley in life, and yeah, I mean, I just think that if I want a Bentley, like I just can't keep taking advice from a guy who doesn't. He just doesn't drive a Bentley. So I mean, it's
The
not
guy
your
goes.
fault, but it's like kind of is though.
The guy goes. Well, what are you driving right now? And he's like, well, that's hearsay. That's neither.
Yeah, but it's like it doesn't matter what I'm
I
driving. Like it
like I
matters what I
want to
want to
drive
drive.
one, and you don't want to drive that. So like, I got to get away from you.
Like
Yeah, that's just
you're dragging me down, man, and like I can't succeed to my fullest unless I cut all the poor people out of my life. That's the size of it, really.
and the dude goes, well, how much money do you have right now? And the kid's like, well, I'm not really employed right now because I'm following my dreams, but like,
But like I want to
um,
though. Like I
I
want to make
want to
money.
like I think that I have money, right? So those are the kind of things that my are coming up on my feed, and
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's
Okay.
disgusting. So I thought,
So cringe,
well,
dude.
so I thought like, why don't I just find me and Gage some inspirational quotes to really get us motivated?
Yeah.
And if you guys are motivated by any of these, like let us
Dude,
know
comment down
so we
below.
can
Like and
just
subscribe. Comment down below which one is the
yeah.
most inspirational to you.
Okay. This one, no, I'm not gonna do that one. That's disgusting.
Okay, sweet.
It, okay, this one, okay. Sing like no one is listening. Love like you've never been hurt. Dance like nobody's watching. So like
Okay, the first and the last one are kind of the
just
same thing, but
yeah, that's like all the things I just do in the shower.
yeah. And it's like I don't have to do it like nobody's watching because nobody's watching when I'm in the shower. No one's watching, so it just doesn't even matter. And the
Or
love like
honestly,
you've
if
never been
it's
hurt thing, dude, shut the frick up right now.
yeah, what does that even mean? Like, well, because if you have been hurt, how do you love like you've never been hurt? You know, because like you already have been, but also like what does that have to do with it?
I love how
You
all of
know?
these are like you could like so many in the world could just counter each one can be countered by another like train of thought where
Yeah.
it's like love like I've never loved before or love like I've never been hurt before and somebody's like well like you need to be your true authentic self though so like if you've got hurt like they need to know that like
Yeah. Also,
you're
like,
imagine like having going through like 6 divorces and then getting married and then your wife finds out that you've been hiding 6 divorces from her.
yeah. It's
You're
just
like,
like
I've never been in a relationship before. I've
I'm
never, ever.
I'm in a successful one.
You have like
So,
kids. You have like so many kids. You're like, never, ever had a relationship ever.
what?
So
Where's all this money you're sending to? Offshore bank for vacation.
yeah, it's just I put it in a
What
401k for the retirement. You know, when
does
we
it
are
say?
old.
What does it say? Family number 4 on there. No, no.
No, don't look at that.
I think the dance, what was it? Dance like nobody's watching. If you just dance bad enough, people will look away. So I
I
mean
don't know
that'll
if
fix
that's
that.
true. It might continue to
Honestly, you're right. Yeah, they
bring
might
people
be
in.
like, dude, that is such bad. Dude, check this out. This guy's about to break his face.
Honestly, I would care less about good dancing. I'd be like,
Really?
oh wow, that dude's just going off. Nice man, cool. But if someone was like dancing badly, I'd either be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, or look at this freaking moron. It'd
Okay,
be either
so that
or.
one, that one did not motivate us. We're not motivated.
I'm unmotivated by that.
Okay. All right. Yesterday is history. Okay.
Okay.
Tomorrow is a mystery. And today is a gift. And that's why it's called the present. Wow.
Dude, you reading these is just making it 10 times funnier to me. Because they're so not you. Like the amount of times
Because you know that's
Josh
how they
texts
want you
me.
to read it.
Yeah, Josh texts me and he's like, listen to what this person said to me today. Or he's like, listen to what I heard today. Anything like that. And it's just usually I read every message in that voice that he's using to read these quotes.
I get it's like telling you to like live in the present, right? But
Yeah,
also
like today's a gift.
but also
yeah.
but also like Star Wars is a thing and I'm trying to live in like the times where Space Wars was a thing, right? Well, so technically it's the past. That'd be the past because it happened a long time ago in like a
Yeah.
galaxy like
Far away.
Far away. Yeah, too fars.
Yeah, double far. Far squared.
That one actually brought me down a little bit because it's holding me back from my dream. Of
Yeah,
living in
dude.
the
Listen to
past.
this. Listen to this. It just made me think of
Okay.
this concept about time that I've been thinking about, and I don't know if I've discussed it with you. I tell
Okay.
people here about it, and they're so like, it's just like a stupid thing. Like, it's just one of those stupid things that I come up with where I'm like, this is kind of dumb and it kind of baffles me. So I want to tell people that and see what they think. Get this.
Lay it on me.
The past doesn't exist. Okay.
Okay. Technically,
So
it doesn't.
it's not even history. It doesn't exist anymore. Okay. The
Okay.
present is, or well, I guess I go back and forward first. So the present, sorry, oh my gosh, I'm really freaking this up right now. Let me start.
You're really freaking hurting my head, dude.
let me start over. The
It
past.
doesn't matter, dude, because it was in the past.
It doesn't exist anymore, right?
What you did just messed.
Okay?
Yeah, what you. Yeah, go ahead.
It's only by like memory. It only exists in memory. That's what I usually said. It doesn't, and then the future. Okay, that doesn't exist because when it does exist, it is no longer the future. It's the present. So the future is not real. It's fake. People make it up. It's dumb. Okay, because it's not real until it's not even itself anymore.
And technically, the past could just be an idea, right?
The past is literally all just up here, dude. Well, I mean, we've got pictures and videos and stuff, but
yeah,
even then, it's like it's intangible concept.
It's present information.
Present is the only thing. You're looking at the past in the present. You're thinking about the past
dude,
in the present.
Our relationship does not exist.
Dude.
As friends, it doesn't exist. I've never freaking met you. I don't know who you are.
Who is this guy?
Dude, I did not murder 1,000 people
No,
yesterday
no. That
because they
only you
never
only
existed.
did in my head.
Right. Because you were there with me in my head.
Yeah.
And in my head, it was your idea, and you told me that. And that's what I'm going to tell the cops who, in my head, told me that they were going to come get me and take
Yeah.
me downtown. And
Right.
downtown, and they told me to do that tomorrow, which is in the future, which isn't even real. So I'm not even going to go.
You're here
So,
right now, and that's all that exists.
yeah, that's right. So,
So that one did not motivate me because it just made me think harder, and I don't like
right.
that. It
And,
didn't make me feel lighter or happier. It made me go, wow, remember this stupid thing I thought of one time about time? It's stupid.
okay, this one, oh my gosh, that's just, okay. You have to kiss a lot of frogs before you find your prince. That's bestiality. You can't just kiss animals.
That is also just so mean to every guy.
And why are you kissing frogs? Like
Also, yeah,
you
even
know,
metaphorically, you don't have to in fact kiss every dude you date. You don't.
also okay, it says you have to kiss a lot of frogs before you find your prince.
Yeah.
So, what does that have to do with frogs though? Cuz if you just kiss a lot of frogs and then a dude's like, "What's up? I'm a prince. Do you want to get married?"
You're like, oh, frick me, dude. I've been kissing frogs this whole time. I haven't even
And what
thought
if
about
they're
kissing
just
a
like
dude, especially
the
royalty.
prince the prince may not even be real because like you remember, I mean, we weren't alive back then, but there's the whole thing of people licking frogs to get super high.
That still happens.
That still happens. And I'm
Yeah.
sure it does because there's a bunch of freaks and weirdos out there. You realize that there's people in society that shouldn't be in it?
Yeah.
There's tons of them, and they're just like walking around and like that's okay. That's crazy to me. Anyway, yeah, she could just have been licking a bunch of these frogs and just getting super high and then just came up with a prince.
You are 100% correct. I'd say that's factual.
So, ladies, stop kissing frogs.
Listen, but it's like also, I get the metaphor. Like,
Yeah,
you got to go through all these douchebags before you find a guy who's good, which is not
sure.
true. You could just
That's
find a
not
good
true.
guy. But
Yep.
is it likely that you will date stupid idiots and then eventually stumble across a dude who's great? Yeah, that's likely. Because you know
And that
what?
great dude might be a stupid idiot.
That's true. But you know what? He definitely is. Every guy is a stupid
Yeah,
idiot.
it definitely is.
Deep inside or on the surface. It just matters how good you are at faking that you're not a stupid idiot. So
Sure.
I told my friend was like, I think I told you about this, maybe not. My friend is like online dating sometimes and like on those apps, the swiping through these dudes or whatever, and
Yeah.
found
What's his
one.
name? Siri?
I can't remember. And so he's like, definitely, he's pushing the jokes, he's trying to
Yeah.
woo, he's trying to charm. That's a good one. He's trying to
Yeah.
charm my friend here. I can see that. I see the messages. I could see he's trying
Yeah.
to charm her, okay? Because he's trying really hard, and it's working. She's laughing. She's charmed. He's hot. He's got a cool job, but I'm not sold,
Yeah.
because my logic is, I assume every dude is a douchebag until he proves to me that he's not. Would you say that's safe logic?
Well, uh, I could
Really?
see
You're
both.
hesitant.
Well, I see both ways, right? Because my immediate thought is guilty until proven innocent, and I don't like that.
But in
But then
this
on another
case,
hand,
guys are idiots. I
they
am
are,
one.
dude. Yes, no, for sure. Guys are stupid, right? I
Yeah.
okay. Me and Gage, we kind of live like this, right? Everyone's stupid, or at least I live that way more than Gage, I guess. I give
Probably.
everyone the benefit of the doubt, but also the human race in general is full of stupid people, and I'm in that. So I'm
Facts.
not
I
saying
am
I'm
one of
better than
them, dude.
anyone. Um, but also I could see the other spectrum where this guy could easily be like, "What's up? I'm Nev Schulman, and you're on Catfished." And then
Right.
she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm on MTV. This is crazy." And now she's screwed out of a relationship because he catfished her.
Yeah, and here's my thing, dude, is like I'm worried that this guy could just be another frog, Like I'm worried for my friend. I just don't want her to kiss another frog, Like I want her to find that prince. And I don't think that guy is the prince. Honestly, I think he's just another frog. But that's just me.
but
That's
you
just my
do need to
guy.
get
That's just my guy intuition of wow, this guy is trying really hard. He's not being natural because everything he's saying makes me feel unnatural about myself.
right.
So
But also, would that be just a problem with you though? He could be, because there
that's
are great
facts.
guys. There are great guys out there that other guys don't like just
That's true,
because,
man. You're psychiatricing me now.
That's right.
You
Yeah,
just
because
do
he
that
could be.
randomly on the pod now.
I didn't even realize that I did it. Honestly, I pulled a Moon Knight where I just and I was bloody hell. What is going on
Bloody,
here? What am I doing,
I'm lost.
Mum? Mum, no, I don't know. You're not gonna believe this.
I'm lost. I think I ended up in across the country in a bloody globe, and I'm
looking at
in
this.
New York.
I'm looking at this man on the pod. It's a podcast, is it? Yeah. No, I don't know where I am.
I don't even know who he is.
And then I just. So anyway, yeah, I don't know what I was. I mean, all you could do is just kind of, I guess, help guide her to it, I guess. But ultimately, I mean, it's you do technically. You don't have to kiss. Hey, you don't have to kiss anyone to make sure that they're not a. Also, what if he's not a prince, but he's still a good guy?
It's metaphorical. Yeah, he's like he's a pauper.
She's like kissing all these frogs, and then this dude comes by and goes, "Hey, you maybe want to like brush your teeth, and then we go get some coffee or something." And she's like, "Why are you a prince?" And then she's holding a ribbit. And then he's like, "No." She goes, "Then no." And then just starts making out with these frogs again. He's like, "Then never mind, dude."
Yeah, that's my thing though. Is like it's whatever. Like usually I'm far removed from the process when my friends that are women are dating or like interested in a dude. Usually I'm pretty removed. In the past few years. In high school it was different, but like I just meet the dude after it's already happened. That recently happened where one of my former students is engaged to this dude and I never even met him before, and I was like, yeah, got engaged before you met the big guns, huh? Scared that I'm gonna out you, but I like met him. He's a nice guy.
You're very protective.
I am, because I'm a guy and I know what guys are capable of. You understand.
That's true.
You've been this way.
Yeah,
You've told me things like this before. But usually that's the thing. Is usually I'm very removed and I come in after the fact. But this time I was being shown messages before even a date had happened. And so then I'm like, okay, hold the phone right now. This guy is he's making butt jokes and she doesn't think any of my potty jokes are funny, but his are very funny.
Insecurities coming out. I mean, however, though, that is incorrect because your butt jokes
That's not cool, man. That's fake.
That's not. Hey, I understand. That is cool. That's not cool.
If potty jokes are funny,
hey, you know what?
Funny, man.
You know what? She only thinks that they're funny because he's doing it, because she likes him.
That's facts.
That's it, dude. Because once they start dating, if they do, and then he makes a butt joke, she's like, okay, seriously, you need to grow the frick up, okay? We get it. You farted. We get it. We get it. You farted, and it like shook the whole bed. Like, get over it.
It's not that big of a deal. You don't have to tell everyone. He's like, guys, you will not believe this. So I just freaking
just on his phone.
He's calling me.
Babe,
Gage,
tell the guys.
No way,
dude.
You will not believe this, dude. So super funny fart thing just happened to
me. I've noticed. I know now, because I haven't thought of it until just this moment. You don't like playing the role of the stepdad, which is exactly your role, because you didn't give birth to any of these women, and most of your advice probably will just go out the window. And you
Yeah.
hate that because you care about them and you want the best for them, but also you're blinded by jealousy because you want that top dad spot. But you're not top dad. It's it's stepdad season for you, and it's okay.
Dude, that is so funny. Top dad spot. Yikes, dude. I know, and I noticed it, so I was like, I need to back up. It's not my thing. She's dating him.
Yeah.
I am not. So
And if it doesn't work out, you know what? That's okay.
then I can say, hey, man, that
You
was
go,
just another frog. You'll
you
find
gotta
a
go.
prince.
Hey, I know it didn't work out between you guys. I know you're probably pretty bummed out right now. She's like, yeah, I mean, it's fine. I guess it's for the best. You go, I, uh, I got you a little something, to cheer you up a little bit. She's like, you didn't have to do that. I go, no, I know. It's just,
No, no.
I know how you're feeling. So I went out and I got you a little something. She's like, okay, oh my gosh, thanks. That's so sweet. You give her a box and she's like, what's in it? Oh my, oh, and you go, it's a frog. Kiss it. She's
I
like,
got you a little
no,
something.
I don't want
Opens
to.
box.
I don't want to.
There's a frog, and I'm like, yeah, you guessed it. She's like, what? Why did you a frog? I'm like, yeah, that's right. I found him. I took him to a witch, and I made her transform him into a frog. So now you can
You
do
have to
whatever you
kiss
want
it.
with him.
You go, so if it's like true love and you plant one on that frog, it'll turn into a prince. So you'll have a future husband and tons of money. She's like,
And you'll have saved him, so he'll be like in your debt and have to marry you. So,
and then she kisses it and nothing happens. And you're just like,
well, worth the shot.
oh, I guess he didn't love you back. So
His family's like, where's my son? My son! And I'm like, didn't work. That sucks, man.
Didn't. They're like running around. Have you seen my son? I'm like, yeah, I turned him into a frog. I'm trying out my friend. Like, oh, it's such a big. And then it turned out that True Love's kiss would turn him back, and like he didn't love her. I don't know. It's like this whole thing. And they're like, what did you? Where's our son? You're like, well, when it didn't work, I'd let him go. Like I just opened the door and just. I
I put him in Battle Creek, and I said,
they're,
be
they're like,
free,
they're like, where? And like, okay, you want the honest truth? He wouldn't get off my porch. I chucked him 25 yards that way. Like sorry, I don't have time to deal with this.
Like I don't play sports, but dude, I threw him like 40 yards. I swear.
Honestly, if someone has that footage, I need it because I got the laces.
I need it for my NFL play audition. Okay, I'm gonna play them this video, and they're going to perhaps sign me to be the water boy. I really need that. So it's just like thank your son. No.
Yeah.
No, I go. Listen. The only way to bring your son back is to become a royal family. His father has to become king. You have to become queen, his mother, so that he becomes a prince. So that when a girl kisses him by chance, maybe, then he'll come back. So that's all you have to do. It's not that hard. You could like move to a country or something, and just give it a shot. Give it your best shot. I mean, it's for your son, And I'm really sorry. I was just trying to help my friend out. She's kind of bummed, and like I just kind of I felt like I needed to do something, and it's really unfortunate this is what happened, but like yeah, I don't know. It just happened that way.
So that is relationship advice from me and Gage. And if you need more of it, please let us know because I mean we are just full of great advice.
Dude, I know so much about guys.
Stuff that I'm not good at.
Yeah, I can see a guy and I go, like when I look at Josh, I just see beauty and just one of the best guys ever on the planet. And then I turn and I see my reflection and I go, he's all right, I guess.
And I see it's the opposite, right? Because I think I'm disgusting. And I think like you're a total hunk. Like
Oh,
Like
Josh.
you're Harrison Ford in his prime, right? Like you're
Wow,
Harrison
dude.
Ford in the
Oh my
80s.
gosh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, like
Wow.
you're a stud, like like if you're a muffin, but you've got some stud in you, right? So
Wow.
you like if you're chocolate, you're 80% cacao, right? You're pure. Like no one can really eat you because it's too strong.
Mm.
You know, um, if you're a wizard, right? You're hairy, but you're not. You're Harry from the fourth one, right? Prisoner of Azkaban, when he was, in my opinion, the most hot because he was. That's kind of the one where he was pretty grown. He was
Yeah,
getting
he's
there.
like he's like a teen, you know.
Yeah,
I think he was
like
hottest in Order of the Phoenix. He had that really short crop too. So that was pretty flames.
I thought he had the long hair in that one.
No, that was
No, I'm
Goblet of
thinking of
Fire.
Goblet of Fire. I'm
Yeah.
thinking of Goblet of Fire.
That was something
Yeah.
else, man.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Oh, oh shoot, I forgot we were doing these. We were trying to get motivated. Okay, one
I'm
more.
still not
One more,
motivated,
right?
dude.
I know, dude. These really need to step it up. Okay. Okay, that's
This is
good.
it, man. All or nothing.
Okay. All right. I don't know how to. Okay. Real eyes realize real lies.
Wow. Dude, you know how many times that
So,
is said on my campus? So many times. I've heard that billions of times.
um, okay. So, does this mean that I need Sharingan in order to spot false words?
What's the order? Is
So,
it real eyes and
so
then real eyes and
no,
then
no, no. It
real
says
lies?
no, no, no. It's real eyes.
Okay.
So
Oh, realize,
fact
realize,
check. So
real
yeah.
lies.
So
Gotcha.
someone got their eyes blue check marked,
Hmm.
and then you realize, so you find out, and then these are real lies, not fake lies.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so
A fake lie
let's
would be
say
a
you don't.
truth.
Right. So like, let's say you don't have Sharingan, right?
Yeah, I don't have Sharingan.
And you don't realize that I'm telling you that you're ugly as freaking crap, right?
Yeah.
You would go, thanks, man.
Right.
Because it's a real lie. I don't think you're ugly as crap. I think you're as smoking hot as a smoked brisket,
Wow.
and you don't have Sharingan, and you don't realize crap. So
Yeah, that's true, man.
that that sucks, man. I'm so unmotivated right now because, dude, people who say, if you're a person who says that, you're a loser, right? Like if you say those things and you mean it.
Clarify if you mean it, because so many of my friends say that. It's like a big joke, you know, my
If
friends
it's a
say.
joke, that's
I've never
yeah, dude.
I've never been one to say it, but they say it like, yeah,
Imagine
ironically.
imagine you're a like 14-year-old dude, right? Heart shattered into pieces from a, let's just say, a breakup, right?
Yeah.
And then your dad comes in and he's just like, "Hey son, she like cheated on you, right?" Or something like that, something stupid, and he's just like, he goes, "Real eyes," and he lightly, right, touches your eyes,
You're
and
like,
he goes, "Wow,
fuck that.
real eyes," and then he goes, "Real lies," pokes you on the chest. I would be like, "What the frick does that mean? That's so stupid. Get
He's like,
out!"
he sits down and he's like pats you on the back. He's like, listen,
Hey,
son.
son.
You're literally just like playing video games.
You're over
You're
it.
just like, he's like, listen. Can you pause your game? Pause your game. It's like, Dad, I'm online right now. He's like,
Pause it.
Dad, I'm online right now. And he goes, okay, just takes the controller in your hand. He's like, no, give it to me. I bought it. And he takes it.
No, Dad, my friend's.
He's still got like the freaking gaming headset.
He's still got his
Dude,
headset
what are you
on.
doing? You're just sitting there.
We're losing.
His teammates are like dying in front of him. like all the opponents are like teabagging his teammates, and he just can't do anything. And he's like, "Take the headset off." He takes it off. And he just holds. He's like, "Hey, Jimbo. Yeah, no, it's Timmy's father. Yeah, we're gonna have a little talk, a little father son talk right now. I know you guys are playing, but." He paused it, so it should be good. And he can't even hear like the in the earphone. He's like, "No, you can't pause it. It's on." He's like, "All right, have a good night. So it'll be on in a minute, though." And he just puts it down. He's like, pats him on the back. He's like, "Listen, son. Listen. I know that you're hurting right now. I know that Stacy, she's not going to the dance with you anymore." He's like, "How'd you even know that?" Is her mother informed me that she didn't need a ride from me anymore. So I just put two and two together, So I just wanted to say to you that there's something that I learned a long time ago. There are a lot of women before your mother came around and told me some fake lies, as in truths. And the women before that, though, the thing that I had to learn, is just that realize. And it's like, what? It's like, realize. It's just like,
and the kid's like, "Wow, that's really good. Can I get back to this, please?" And he goes, "You were moved though by that, right? Like you understand what I'm saying?" He goes, "Yeah, I got it.
He's like, I'm just really trying to have a father-son thing right here, and I just feel like you're pushing me out. Like you're just kind of done with this conversation." He's like, "No, it's like really,
I got it.
I know, I appreciate it. I think I really learned something today here, this evening today now." And he's like, "All right, no, I'm glad to hear that, because it seemed like you really didn't care what your old man said, and I don't think that's true about my son right here." So
he goes, "Will you tell your mom that I talked to you? You'll tell her?"
He's like,
"Yeah, I'll do that."
"Tell your mom
goes,
that right?
I came in here." And then he's like leaving on the way out.
She's gonna make me sleep on the couch again. So.
And like he's on the way out and looks at the TV, and like his whole team's getting teabagged. He goes, "What are you watching?"
He's like, "Hey, tell your friends I said hello. Hey, do me a favor, go out and win that game, man. What are you playing here?" He's like,
"What is this? Call of Duty? Sounds like fun. Sounds like
your old man used to play some video games." Like, "Dad." He's like, "All right,
Tetris.
No, I get it.
Have you? You got some Tetris on? You mind if I jump in?" He's like, "No."
You're playing Pong. Your old man used to play a little game of Pong, but it's a little bit naughtier than this one. Dad, you never played beer pong.
He goes, "I'm kidding. It's water pong. We didn't drink in that. Mom,
I never went to college. We wouldn't keep drinks in the house."
And then like he closes the door and he's like, kid's like, "Oh, jeez." And then, "Hey, son." And he goes, "Yeah, yeah, Dad." And he goes, "You remember when I said, right?" And he just like points at his eyes. He goes, "Yeah, Dad, I got it. Okay." And then Dad goes back into his room with his wife. He gets in bed. She's like, "How's the talk go?" And he's like, "I got to him so good. I mean,
he was weeping by the time I was done.
Honey, he looked at me, and I knew, right, that he got it." And she's like, "Oh my gosh, that's great."
I've never had such a connection with our boy. I mean, it was incredible. I did the realize thing that you said, and man, did it work like a trick. I mean, he didn't even suspect that I never had a girlfriend before you. It's really incredible.
And then, the kid comes, he knocks on the door. Yeah, and he comes, "Hey, Dad." He goes, "Yeah, what's up?" He goes, "Who did you date before Mom?" He goes, No,
that's a girl.
That's we don't want to talk about that.
They, I dated a few girls, but they're not in the
And
area.
then the wife-
They all went to different schools, so
The wife
he's
looks
like,
over and
Dad,
she's like,
people
"You."
still say that. People still say they went
What?
to different school.
Wife looks over and she goes, "You told me you never dated anyone before me." And he's like,
I
I didn't say that. Ugh. Oh, look at. Oh man, I got a business call. Where's my phone?
He goes, I didn't really do that. And it says like, Dad, you said that you did. You just told me that like 5 minutes ago in my room. And the wife's like, yeah, honey, are you like, I mean, you told me you never dated anybody before me. Is there something I should know? And then the dad just goes, listen, realize realize to the wife, and she's
And then-
like, go to the freaking couch.
Yeah, the son looks over. He goes, "Dad," and he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "You're lying right now, and I'm realizing it. And I
My
just took
real
your
eyes
advice,
are
and
realizing right now."
my dad's a freaking liar." He goes, "Last time I give advice, you're built. You are. I don't know if you guys don't know Gage, which some of you do, and a lot of you won't. But he is. You're 20. What are you? 22 now?
23.
23 on September 22nd. He's built to be a dad. Like, he acts like a dad already. He loves dad responsibility, hence him being a stepdad right now, to all his friends. And he already has New Balances and finds them like nice, not like the cool ones, right? But the really comfy ones that dads would walk around in at like Disney World and stuff like that. So it's going to be exciting when the day comes when you're actually a dad, because I feel like it's like a symbiote and it would just take you completely, and it'll just be your true like, I'll never be able to get Gage to do anything past 8:30 once
It's
he has
already
like a kid.
difficult. It's already really difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
I
already
mean,
wakes up stupid early for no reason.
yeah. I mean, I don't have New Balances anymore. I mainly got like Nikes and stuff. But I had that one
Trade
pair
in for
back in
check
2019.
marks.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited, but not trying to get there anytime soon, if you know what I'm saying. But I do love when I staff DTS, I call all the students my kids. And I
Mm-hmm.
do this thing called dad mode. I think I told you about it one time. But
Mm-hmm.
I like with my co-leaders from the school I staffed in 2020, I would ask them, you want me to go into dad mode? Like in a crisis of sorts or something, I go, do you want me to dad mode this? And dad mode is basically I do what needs to be done, and it's like myself, Gage is left behind, and all that is left is dad, and he does whatever it takes.
So
And
you do the Moon Knight
I
thing.
will embarrass myself. Yeah, I literally my eyes roll back in my head, and then you hear the little ding in the sky, and it's
Oi.
dad.
Hey, you two brothers.
I need
You
you
two
to
brothers.
take this, and I need you to go over there, and I need you to change the tire on my truck. And on the road along, and grab the newspaper, and they're like, "Why are you British all of a sudden? What the frick?"
Hey, don't you talk back to me,
Oi.
alright? I'll throw you out. I'll throw you out of
your
here
bloody
so
mouth
fast.
next time. Shut up! I don't need you to say something like that to me. You disrespect me one more time, you're grounded. And like, I'm
talk to your
literally
father.
24. I'm older than you.
I'll throw you out of here so fast. You understand? Look at me.
You're gonna be done. You understand me? Do I look
Outta
like I'm
here.
kidding right now?
No. Anybody? Hey, you shut up. Anybody? Everyone, look. I'll tell a joke. If something funny. Look at that. No one's laughing, so it must be you. I kind of wish that was dad mode.
Yeah, that's typically not dad mode, but like I will. What I'm trying to say is like all physical and like not physical, but all like boundaries and things I'm uncomfortable with, I just blow past those boundaries. And I'm like, if someone's being rude to a student, I'm like, you need to back the frick up, dude. Like, I like just I wouldn't like regularly. I'm a very peacemaker guy, but I just blow past that guy whenever I'm in dad mode, and I do what it needs to get done. And I'm like, you frick off, and you frick off, and don't make me buy. Don't make me spend this much money on this thing. Like if we're bartering or something, or a student needs something, I'm like, give me what I need. I just blow it up, man.
That sounds terrifying. I'd pay money to see it. In
Yeah, I
fact,
don't know if you've ever seen it before, but I've done it a
I
few
haven't.
times in
No.
my life.
Yeah, no, I've never seen that, but it sounds exciting.
I think it feels exhilarating, like a rush of blood to my heart,
Like
and my
I
heart's just like.
like I see the transformation in your face, and then I see like a
The
fanny
vein
pack.
comes out.
I see the vein, right? I see a what are those caps with just the brim and it goes around, but there's no top. You know what I'm saying? Like a visor. Is that what it's
Yeah,
called? So like a visor grows on you, a fanny pack, short shorts, short khaki shorts,
yeah,
flip flops, and then like a windbreaker, not zipped up all the way, but partially.
yeah,
And you're always pointing the finger, but you never touch. Right? You just point, but you keep
yeah,
distance, and then you get really loud, and your hands on your hip. Okay, and then like uh, one of your hips right is shifted out, knee bent, and you're telling them what it is, right? And if they get threatening, you back up a little bit, and you hand goes down and on your other hip,
yeah,
and you still are stern with it, but your voice is lowered, right?
yeah,
And then you end it with I'm gonna call my lawyer, and then you back away.
yeah, yeah, dude. I have this windbreaker that I got recently, and it's really nice. It's a Nike one from like I think the '90s.
Hmm.
Um,
Like
it's
it's from the
awesome.
'90s,
Yeah, like
like
it
it's been
was
around
made.
since the '90s.
Yeah,
Wow.
like it's thrifted.
Who whose was it? Do you know?
I think
Who
it
does
was
it
like
smell like?
smelled like smelled like smelled like smelled like
So like when you inhale like the scent of it, like who does it remind you of? Like if you had to pick a person, right?
like smells
Like you just pick somebody. Yeah.
like I just picked someone
Yeah, just pick anybody. And like
like
anyone like the first person
for some reason like my brain was just trying to think of people who died in the 90s and not just like people who were in the 90s. I'm like, who
Right.
died in the 90s? And I'm trying to think of like
Right.
actors and I couldn't think of any because I was dead or I was
You
born.
weren't dead. Ac-
I was yet to be
According
alive.
to well, that was in the past, and we know what that means, so it didn't actually happen. So
It's only up here.
nobody is real. Everything is fake.
It's all fake, dude. It's
Um,
unreal.
nice. I know we touched a little bit on this last week, I texted Gage about this earlier, but we just I need to talk about how absolutely insane Johnny Depp's ex-wife is, because I texted this to Gage. We talk a lot about like pooping, right? Fecal matter, okay? The fact, and we've made the jokes before of taking a dump on a bed, right?
Somewhere in our
But
life, we have
but
made that
to
joke.
to do it, to actually go through with it, wild. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's absolutely insane that you like are so mad and you're just like you just drop chow right there and just drop a chocolate hot dog right on his side of the bed. And then you try to pull the covers over it. Like, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, like I feel like if that happened, you actually got the stones to do such a thing, You're either
Yeah.
off your rocker completely, or you're
Yeah.
like just fuming. Like I don't like. I'm so convinced that something snapped up here
Had
in
to.
order for you to do that and think that it's not just absolutely insane. But it's like I
Even
feel
if
like
you're
someone would
not.
do that and they would immediately like regret it and like wash the sheets because he wasn't there when it
Yeah.
happened. He came home like
Yeah.
probably a little while after it happened, so she had time to get rid of that evidence, but she didn't, and she just left
Yeah.
it there. It's like when people make a stupid video and they post it on the internet. Like they watched it and they said, "That's good." They posted.
Yeah. You watched it. You edited it. You go. Yeah, that's pretty good. Post it.
Yeah. Like, did she not think that
Yeah.
he was going to
I.
come home? And she was like, "I'll clean it up later, and he'll never see it." Either
And then
way, dude,
like.
what the frick?
Well, and then their dogs aren't big enough to blame it on, right? Because they're just so small that the dump didn't match up with the person. If you're a person, not even like being her, right? If you're a person and you poop in a bed, something's wrong with you,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Unless you're a baby or even a toddler, which could still be considered a baby, right?
or disabled in some manner.
Or disabled if you're out of your prime
Yeah,
of life, because there's a certain point in life where you revert back to your old habits, doo-dooing everywhere, all over yourself, like all that good stuff.
you wear
And it
diapers. They're a little bit
wear
different, but
diaper.
it's the same idea.
If you're pooping in a bed, you got a problem, dude. And her lawyer sucks so bad.
He sucks cheeks, bro. Every video I watch, I'm like, this dude is such a chump. I can't believe it.
Well, I just don't think he's a real lawyer.
He's a guy.
'Cause it's
He's an actor that she hired, like
right.
to act like a lawyer. And
This
he's like, so who are we going up against again? And she's like, my ex-husband, Johnny. And he's like,
Johnny.
who is that? And she goes, Johnny Depp. And he goes,
Johnny
Johnny Depp? Are you serious? He's legendary. Do you think this will ruin any chance of like me getting lessons from him? She's like, excuse me, are you serious? And he's like, sorry, no, that's right. You're paying me to act like your lawyer. Frick that guy, he sucks. Yeah, because I heard they're like talking about Pirates of the Caribbean in court, and it's just like, what is this dude on about?
Yeah. Well, and then like, first of all, that was so fricked up of Disney to just be like, what'd he do? What'd you say he did?
No,
Something
it's Warner
bad?
Bros.
It was Warner Bros.
Yeah,
That's
pretty standard.
Still so yeah, it's pretty standard. Still so bad though to be like, what'd you say he did? Johnny, they said you did something bad. Get out. But I didn't. No, I didn't do that. No. She said it first.
We do not care. Don't care.
You're gonna have to go.
Don't care.
But her lawyer makes me laugh so freaking much, dude. Cause like the one in particular was when he asked a question, and then the person was answering, and he goes, "Hearsay."
Yeah.
And the judge goes, "You asked the question." He goes, "Oh, yeah, no, I did. Like, just be like, hey, did you do those things?" Johnny goes, "No," and he goes, "Dang it."
He goes,
Your Honor, I'd like to.
hey, did you, Johnny Depp, did you do those things? Hearsay. Go ahead. He's like, you said
rest
hearsay.
my case.
Hearsay.
I rest my case.
Rest my case. Hearsay. Did you guys hear that? He just said hearsay. Let the record show he said hearsay. And the judge's like, no, he did not say that. Let the record show he didn't say that. The guy's like, he's like trying to type really fast.
he goes, Mr. Depp, Johnny, is it?
Can I call you Johnny?
Right.
No. All right. Johnny Depp. Sorry. Mr. Depp.
Would you say that I could be in the next... Would you say that I could be in the next Pirates of the Caribbean movie? He goes,
Mr. Depp.
No. He goes,
would you consider playing Willy Wonka again? It's like, oh, freak. Knock on my cup.
No, dude. Okay, so he goes, Mr. Depp, I saw that you got fired from Pirates of the Caribbean. Is that correct? He goes, yes. He goes, so would you say that you're not going to be in the next Pirates movie? Is that correct? He goes, yes, that's correct. He goes, so would you say that role is vacant? Yes, that's correct. He goes,
Johnny Depp's lawyer
would
says
you
up.
would
Leading
you
the witness. Objection. Leading the witness. He's leading the
hearsay
witness.
hearsay hearsay
Hearsay. Hearsay.
hearsay hearsay? Shut up!
He's like, Mr. Depp. Frick, dude, I had a good one and I can't remember it.
Okay, so okay, so he goes, Mr. Depp, did you do those things that she said? No, I did not. Your Honor, I'd like to call a witness to the stand. Miss, what the frick is her name again? Stupid
Amber
idiot.
Heard, Miss Heard.
Amber Heard. Okay. He goes, Miss Heard. So she goes, and he goes,
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Miss Heard, did he do those things? Yes.
Yes, Your
I rest my
Honor.
case. I rest my case, Your Honor.
You heard it here, folks. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I think this case is closed. It's like the first 5 minutes of the trial.
I just love the fact that
he brings up Johnny Depp and he's like, I'd like to call Johnny Depp to the stand. And then he goes up there and he goes, Mr. Depp, I've got a very important question for you. Why is the rum always gone? Johnny Depp's like, all right. He looks at the judge. The judge is like, and Johnny Depp's like, because I drank it. The judge is like,
Your Honor, let the record show that Johnny Depp's an alcoholic.
He drinks all of the rum in the house. Ms. Heard told me that. Johnny Depp's like, that's off a movie. And then the judge is like, order. He's like slamming.
He goes, Your Honor, I'd like to provide a piece of evidence to the court. They go, okay, all right. He goes, he opens it. He's got this heavy briefcase, right? It's a big one. And he opens it, pops the top, slams down a jar in front of Johnny Depp. And he goes, Mr. Depp, could you please tell me what that is? And he goes, a jar? He goes, be specific, sir. Please, Johnny Depp, please, Mr. Depp, tell us what's in the jar.
What kind of bottle?
He goes, it's a jar of dirt. And he pushes it like a little closer. Would you say you have a jar of dirt? If I gave it to you.
Would you say that in the mic, please?
Judge goes, are you just trying to make him say things from the movie? And he goes, hearsay. She goes, I'm the judge.
He goes, Mr. Depp, Your Honor, I'd like to submit the 14th piece of evidence, please. They bring up this little pirate pistol from Pirates of the Caribbean, and he's like, Mr. Depp, would you please sign that and give it to me after the court session is over? He's like, no. He's like, all right. I thought I'd give it a shot. He goes, Mr. Depp. He's like, Your Honor, I'd like to bring up evidence 16, please. And it's a picture of an island. And he's like, is it true that you were stuck on this island? You were thrown off the Black Pearl. Johnny was like, what the frick is going on? And he's like, Your Honor, the witness he has to, and he's like, Mr. Depp, you have to cooperate with this lawyer. And he's like, it's a movie. Okay, whatever. The lawyer's like, as I was saying, is it correct that you were thrown off the Black Pearl? It was taken over by Barbosa. Is that correct? I understand that he's here today. He's like in his full pirate outfit.
Just Orlando Bloom's hanging out in the background. And, hi.
He's like, but is it true? And he's like, yes. Yeah, in the movie, yes, it's true. He's like, yeah, that's great. Just don't say the movie part. Anyways, so would you say that it's true that you captured sea turtles and you tied them together with your hair to sail off the island Is that true? Because I heard that in the movie, and I just didn't know if that was like supposed to be a myth or if it's real.
I haven't seen the movie. I saw that part and I
He's
didn't know
like,
what was going
it's
on.
it's it's just made up. I got off a different way. He's like, I knew it. Okay, Your Honor,
He goes,
that's all I had for him today. He's like, you didn't say anything about the case, and he's like, yeah, just warming up a little bit, so just getting to know the witness.
she goes, "Sir, please keep it related to the topic of which we're here today." He goes, "No problem, Your Honor." So, Mr. Depp, you say on multiple occasions Miss Heard would physically and verbally abuse you. Yes? There you go. Yes, that is correct. He goes, "Where is Blackbeard's treasure?"
You said that she was quite rude to you. Is that correct? Yes.
And then someone in the
Now-
audience goes, "Hearsay, I haven't seen it. I haven't finished."
For those of us who haven't seen the movies, can you please keep your questions a little bit more general, please? Thank you. He's like, did you actually die, or was it a dream? How did you get the Black Pearl curse?
Dude, how okay. Does she get so Amber Heard, right? She get a chance to speak?
I think so. Because he's
if
coming
I was
after her.
I wouldn't if I was her, because not normally you're in trouble if you just have text messages or emails. They've got full-blown audio
Yeah,
of this woman being the worst person of all time.
all times.
And dude, I wouldn't even, if I knew that, if I'm her and I know that he has that and he wants to take me to court, I'd be like, "Hey, no, I'll just pay you. I'll pay you. I don't, none of that." Because
Well,
now,
yeah, but it's like he's suing her for defamation. I don't know what it is, but
defamation.
like, yeah, like his career is wrecked by her making up this
Yeah.
crap, and so it's like
Yep.
money's not going to help, and he lost. Like, I'm assuming he likes to act, so he's lost the ability to do that.
I'm assuming he
and
does too.
she's fine. If anything, it boosted her career, and gave her like support from people or whatever. And
Right.
he got destroyed, got recast by Warner Bros. And she's sitting pretty, in Aquaman 2, and it's fine.
I feel like she's not gonna get that.
What do you mean?
I feel like they're just not gonna have her back in Aquaman 2.
They already filmed it. She's already there.
Oh dang that! Oh dang, she planned ahead.
Yeah, they filmed it a while ago. So I could see her not being in Aquaman 3. It'd be funny if,
Yeah.
like, after the trial, she's like talking to the Warner Bros. Execs, and she's like, "So I know this is really bad. I know that I really messed up, and I'm so sorry, and I feel horrible, and I'm getting help. And I just like I don't want to be taken out of this DC stuff because like I really love what we're doing and I love that role and I feel like I need this." And they're like, "Yeah, no, I think that's great. Yeah, we're not planning on firing you or anything. We're gonna keep going because we believe that you can change and stuff." And she goes, "Wow, thank you so much." And the next day they're like, "Hey, we're looking for doing some reshoots in Aquaman 2. So just wondering if you can come in." She's like, "Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm so in support of this movie." And they're like, "All right, so in this scene your character dies. We're adding that to the script." And she's like, "I'm sorry, you said my character dies?" Yeah. She's like, "Well, we didn't do that in the original when we filmed it." And they're like, No, that's what reshoots are. We're sort of changing it up a little bit. We
We
wrote
just
your
feel like
character
this is a
out.
good direction.
It just makes sense for the story, really. It's just like, how does it make sense? How? The other one made more sense than this one. I'm just dying randomly. It just kind of feels like they're like, no, I don't need I'm the director, so I just need you to do the acting. That's what I hired you for. So
He goes, "Listen, this is a DC set, and everybody loves the Snyder Cut, so we can do what the frick we want, and people will watch it anyways. So get in position." Dude, speaking of movies, the Batman was greenlit for a sequel with
that's right.
Robert Pattinson.
Well, it's already been
And
greenlit for 3 movies total. They're just
yeah,
started filming the second.
right.
Or
Yeah,
producing, not
that's.
filming.
I'm hoping that they get my boy Hush in there. I'm hoping. I feel
It
like
would be
that's just a
interesting.
great fit. That and the Court of Owls, I would freaking love that. Anything that's
I'm
not the Joker,
curious.
just
Yeah,
for a
I'm
little
very
bit.
curious to see what they do.
Yeah,
I think it would honestly be great if they didn't do Joker at all for this one. Um, I'm
I
mad
get it.
because
He's
I
a
think
fan
that
favorite, but
yeah, but like it's just been done so many times and everyone has been so different. I would still watch it, but I feel like it would be
it
unwise
needs
to
to
do something
be.
like that.
It needs to be like where you haven't done it in a because it's hard when you do Batman now, right? Because everyone's trying to compare you to
Yeah.
Christian Bale. And so there's just not enough time for you to do your own thing without them being like, he's trying to be like somebody else. It's just like, hey man, like that's honestly not as broad as you would think it would be to do this
Yeah.
certain character.
Yeah. This is like the coolest thing you can do because all the Batman have been like adults and this is the first young one. So this is really
Yeah.
like the first actually different, very different take they've done. And so
Hmm.
I think they have a lot of creativity available to them, as we saw in the first one. So I'm very excited to see what they do with the next one. And I want to see more Penguin. Colin Farrell just blew me away.
Knocked my
Uh,
socks off.
my socks were gone.
I looked
Um,
down and I was wearing flip flops with jeans.
I was really lucky that I brought an extra pair of socks because I kind of saw it coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I came prepared. But those almost got blown out. Also, the
Wow.
extra pair.
Really?
Like I didn't even put them on. They were like in my back pocket, and I just felt them start to like try to
Try to
pull
get
out
away.
of my back
Yeah.
pocket, and I just had to hold on to them for the rest of the movie.
Where are you guys going?
Stop! 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 It like, oh my gosh! It like pulls me off the seat. Yeah.
Dude, I was talking to you today. I texted Gage today earlier about ultimate sandwich combinations, and we've said this on multiple occasions about ham and Swiss. And I'm thinking of other because obviously PB and J's got to be number one of all time best
Goated with the
combinations.
sauce.
It has to be, and then comes ham and Swiss in my opinion
Yeah,
at
that's my
number
thing, dude. Is
two.
I can't think of another one.
Well, I'm thinking I'm okay. I don't know where this ranks for you, but let's see where it goes, okay?
Okay.
Peanut butter and honey,
I mean, it's good, but it's not iconic.
okay? Peanut butter and banana.
Again, I just don't find that to be like a classic. Like it's the whole Elvis Presley thing, but I'm like, whatever, man.
Now, um what about a BLT?
BLT's fine. I don't know. I don't like tomato. So
I guess it is a little harder because it's all down because I mean those two are pretty generic, right?
yeah, like I feel
there's not
like
another
PB and
sandwich that's
J is
generic.
like super iconic. Ham and
Hmm.
Swiss also iconic. The other ones, I'm just like, that's just a sandwich. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not classic. That hasn't been in movies for ages. Like I've seen PB and J and ham and Swiss all over the place. The only other one I can think of is turkey and rye, but that's like way down the list as well.
Hmm.
Not
I've been really
near
messing
the
with
top two.
I've been really messing with pastrami.
Pastrami's flames, bro.
Yeah, dude, pastrami is good. Like I don't know if this happens to you. When I eat pastrami, I immediately my hair slicks backwards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's man. I'm trying to think of other combinations that work really well. I know when I was younger, when I was a kid, I used to love like peanut butter and whipped cream. But I mean, any kid
Really?
loves. Yeah, I used to love that, dude. But it was
I
like a.
would
It
never
was like
even
a.
imagine doing that.
It's a good combination, dude. If you put anything sweet on top of peanut butter, it's pretty
I
freaking
mean,
good.
yeah, I can feel that. I could understand that. I would never do
D-
that though. I couldn't bring
I
myself to.
remember. I remember when I was a kid. I used to want to like sour treats. We've talked about it before. I'm not huge on like sour Skittles, right? I prefer the original. But when I was younger, I
Right.
loved how the sour Skittles looked, and I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to eat them, and I would, but I hated how they made my mouth feel.
Yeah.
I get that film on there, and it stings, right? And so one time, I remember I was like, if I just get all this stuff off of the Skittle, I can just have the Skittle itself without the sour in it.
Yeah.
So I dumped the Skittles in water and just was like, I'll let it sit, and then all the stuff will wash off, and then I can
Yeah.
have it. That didn't work. I mean, it did work. Like all the sour stuff was off of it, but also too, it was just it shrunk, and all the color came off of it, and it wasn't. It was very disappointing.
Dang, dude, that sounds sad. I heard someone say that sour Skittles were better than sour gummy worms, and I laughed out loud.
I also disagree with that.
Yeah, that's a laugh out loud moment. I'm like, you need to be quiet. They also
It's
posed a
hard.
really interesting question to me. They said,
Okay.
gummy worms or gummy bears? My first question was, are they sour gummy worms or just regular? She said just regular. So I, of course, said gummy bears because
Yeah,
they're
because
the
they're
iconic
essentially the same thing.
unsour. Yeah,
They're basically the same thing. So I'm just gonna pick what was first.
yeah, but it's like, but gummy bears are more iconic that way. Whereas gummy worms,
You're
I
right.
almost never say gummy worms. I almost always accompany gummy worms with sour because I love sour gummy worms. It was never gummy worms. So I go to gummy
Right.
bears for my unsour gummy candy, and I go to gummy worms for my sour gummy candy
I
almost
agree with
every
that
time.
setup.
That's
I agree with
facts,
that
dude.
setup.
Yeah, it just makes sense to me. And she was like confused, but everyone agreed with what I said
Mm-hmm.
because that's how my mama did.
That's on. That's on moms, huh?
That's on that Chris Long.
If we find out that it's the opposite, Chris Long is a goner.
Yeah, well, she doesn't have to worry about it because it's facts, dude.
If she goes missing, dude, we will realize with our real eyes your freaking
Real
real lies.
lies.
Now, with that quote, right? Where does "Liar, Liar, Pants on Fire" fit in?
Mmm. Realize, realize, liar, liar, pants on fire.
With your real eyes.
You really see someone's pants are on fire.
How did that? How did someone come up with that? Like
It
you had
rhymes.
obviously right, but how would you think of that? I mean, unless you're just stupid creative, but still, I'm like, someone had to have told a lie, and then someone knew about it, and then it just so happened that an incident occurred where their pants caught on fire, and then the person was just like, "Dang,
Yeah, I want to
well,
see
I
like
guess
the origin story
liar,
where like
liar."
somebody lied and then like it's like a Final Destination thing where it's so random. Some dudes are like loading a truck of gasoline and the hose just like gets away and sprays only on their pants. And then somebody's like smoking and they flick the cigarette and it just lands by their pant leg and they're like, uh-oh, and then just and I'm like, that's the origin story. It's just like so random and so like particular.
Sounds like it could be a good movie.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'd
But
say,
anyway, guys,
yeah,
that's good for the episode. Thank you guys for watching or listening. We're on every single thing you could possibly think of to watch or listen to
of
us
all
on
times.
of all times. And we've got an episode once a week. So please like, subscribe, all the notification things, comment what you want to hear or whatever, or just don't. Who cares?
We'll keep talking
Um,
anyways.
we'll just keep talking anyways because we do this
Yep.
for ourselves. But thank you guys for doing all those things, and we will see. We won't see you, but you'll hear
You'll
from
see
us next
us.
week. You'll see us or hear from us. So thank you.